It's like the OPC leadership. Do you expect somebody to go and disrespect the OPC president? He will beat it up. When should the Joy Council won't become a discussion on national TV? When you know the rules. Nobody will disrespect.
You cannot disrespect me, and you finally admitted. That's why have that part. Seeking power. And the guy that has been accused of open pause, Diri, he himself is saying that he is afraid. When some says that Diri is the one in charge, like people are afraid of Hopeless Uzodingba in Imo State. So, opposition are afraid of Diri of PDP. But you know something? Even Diri fears the devil. APC. Person with the power. But it's part of it. Listen to him.
Everybody knows in this state those who have given in to violence and the flash red points in this state. Kolokmo Pokuma has never been a flash red point. And I think that the candidate of the APC, Chief Timipre Silva, may have stockpiled arms in Kolokmo Pokuma, and I'll call on the security agencies to immediately swing into action to see if Timipre Silva is bringing the devilish actions he has been taking in Nembe, where he has disallowed the people of Nembe to participate in democratic, electoral, peaceful processes. And we in Kolokmo Pokuma will never accept that from him. I am one person that all of you will attest that the peace in this state is because the body language of the governor is peaceful. The body language of the governor is security. And so the issue or question of my commitment does not arise here. We see today.
So do you get that? That is how they make those allegations, and they know nothing is going to happen. Trust me. So you have to fear the devil, because even the devil fears APC. You have to fear APC. I mean, and if you want to go into anything with them, APC, PDP, and the rest of them, no, they preach peace, no, they preach peace, So, and those who are still pretending to be gentlemen, they will continue to be sacrificial lambs in the hands of these killers and ruiners. The story is not different from, the story is not different in Kogi. It's the same. Yeye Bello is the reigning emperor that want to install his own successor, is to G, and he will do anything and everything to make that happen. That Ododo of a guy. But Kennedy Dino has been trying to make some push here and there. Give me a second. I was going to add that too, which is from Bayelsa before I go to Kogi State. I was talking about people making themselves available for APC, whether it is during the day or whether it is sunny, it is raining, or even at night. They also went into church to ask God to make it happen. I'll show you.
God, why do you brought me to this Nigeria? What is my sin? Kí lẹ ṣẹ̀ mi gangan? Kí ni ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ mi tó fi dá mi sí Nàìjíríà yìí? Ìkíní, èkejì, ẹ̀kẹta. Ó yẹ o.
So let's go to that Kogi, where Keneri Dino is trying to be their governor too. I mean, what do you want me to probably say to you? It's all messed up. The wars of Nigeria are the one in charge of Nigeria. What do you expect? Elections? No. But let's see Dino. The first part of Dino's is that to raise the alarm that Yeye Bello won't kill Amo. This one.
States in an attempt to weaken their resolve, knowing that the APC and the governorship candidate in Kogi State, as well as his godfather Yaya Bello, have been rejected by the people ahead of the November 11, 2023 governorship election in the state. Intelligence available to our campaign is to the effect that the APC have sewn fake police uniforms, camouflage, which have already been brought into Kogi State and ready to be distributed among APC thugs to parade as policemen and soldiers and unleash terror on innocent Kogites on election day. The gang was responsible for the mayhem that occurred in Electoral, where my nephew was killed. It is important for me too, in brackets, OC SAS, to know that I knew the hotel he stayed during the last election. I dared him to come with his gang for this November 11 elections. Surely he will meet his Waterloo, as the people of Kogi State are now more than ever before out to resist and vanquish him. We want Governor Yaya Bello to know that we are already aware that he is bringing another set of thugs and hoodlums from Ijebu in Ogun State to be led by one Alpha Nojin Agbebi. Nojin Agbebi should also know that the people of Kogi State are already waiting for him, and this time around, he will surely be taught the lessons of thuggery, and I pray he lives to remember the experience. We are already aware that the hired thugs also been invited from Lagos and Shaki in Oyo State. We have intelligence of how the hoodlums from Lagos met a top member of the Yaya Bello government and was paid 2 million naira for transportation. We advise them not to return back to Kogi State in their own interests. Additional information available to me indicates that the desperate Yaya Bello has commenced a nebulous action of planting hoodlums in communities with intention of using them to disrupt electoral activities across Kogi State. For instance, we are aware that in Ogidi, Ijumuoke district of Ijumu local government area of Kogi State, one Kamal, a very dangerous thug of the APC, visited the Ogidi community pretending to be searching for accommodation for purported INEC staff who are in the real sense Yaya Bello's thugs. We wonder how an APC thug will be the one searching for accommodation for INEC staff who will arrive in the community and live among the people 1 week ahead of the governorship election. That we in the PDP will defend our votes this time around. We will also defend our people. No amount of intimidation, no amount of harassment will detract our attention and focus from winning this election. We are resolute. We have all the strategies to defeat the machinations of the APC and Yaya Bello this time around. We call on all Kogites not to be afraid, not to be timid, not to be scared. We call on Kogites to come out en masse and vote. Security will be provided and they will be defended. This time around, it will be one man, one vote, and we will resist violence in any form. This is the time for you to test your acceptability and popularity. This is the time to tell Nigeria, to tell Kogites, the projects you have embarked on that will help you evangelize the gospel of Ododo. We know that Ododo is just on the ballot. Yaya Bello is attempting to run a third term, and that will not happen because he has been rejected by the people.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian. It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian.
That is a Canary Dino. Is a theatrician. Is there a word like that? Somebody who is always acting like he's in the theater. An actor. Actor, no, they die. That is Canary Dino. And of course, the story, like I told you, is the same everywhere. You would expect them to be talking about the election and all of that. But all of the video, I mean, everything I've shown you tonight, everything you've seen tonight, did any of them tell you that they were preparing for election or they were preparing for war? Any? Oh, okay. Let's go outside first and see how Dino is with, the Kogite that is talking about. Here is one.
She is from the central.
He has also told the Kogites, as he said, that they are going to build, he's going to build the first hotel on water in Kogi State when he becomes their governor. Timi Priye Silva told the Bayelsans that in a year, they will be surprised at how many billionaires he would have created in Bayelsa State. But listen.
She is from the central. The deputy governor is from the east. The minister is from the east. In the west here, we were not considered by APC for governorship. We were not considered for deputy governor. We were not considered for minister. Why will anybody from the west go and vote APC? Today, out of everyone that is looking for governor, Dino Melaye is the only one with the 3 E's. He's the most educated, he's the most experienced, he's the most exposed. Also the tallest of all the candidates, and of course I am the finest as intellectual fanboy. Yeah!
Do you get that? I am the tallest, I am the finest, I am the, the best guy or the right guy with the biggest Ebola. Are those not enough to make me your governor? What else do you need? Okay. Maybe you will dance.
Say Oze. Oze. Percentage salary. Oze. Corruption. Oze. Killing. Oze. Digging of roads. Oze. Missing person. Oze. Missing person. Oze. Abo inda. Abo inda. Abo. Omori. Abo inda. Abo inda.
I don't know what he's singing, but I just know that, he will sing for you. That is why we call him Canary Dino. He's an actor. Actor, no, they die. But there's somebody who believes that, come on. We are talking about people to be governor, and you are talking about Dino. I know Dino very, very well. How can anybody say Dino want to be governor? I said, well, because you are all jokes. Look at it. When things get so mad, so bad, you go see worst of the worst, they give you advice. Somebody like this. So.
When you give Dino that ticket, you know he won't win in Kogi State. And then tomorrow,
why do you think he would win in Kogi State?
Why would Kogi people say they will vote for a candidate like Dino?
It's from Kogi.
I'm not joking.
He's an indigenous of the state.
And it's from Kogi West.
With due respect to all of us. I mean, the man find that you are from Kogi, they are for any Kogi person. No, that's not the truth. This is what we do. When we are talking about governance of a state. And we are not talking about drama. You know what we're talking about? We're talking about governance of a state. For Christ's sake, PDP presents such a candidate, and you mean that Kogi people want development? You see, let us stop this idea that it's from Kogi. It's okay. Take, for example, anybody from Lagos State, because election, then Lagos people will just go and vote for you because you're from Lagos. I mean, that can't be serious.
Are you saying Dino doesn't have?
Dino does not have what it takes. For Christ's sake, for crying out loud, what is he going to do? He knows me very well. He knows.
What disqualifies him?
He does not have what it takes to be a governor at all. It's not by coming to add drama on television. No, it's not that. It's not by coming to arrest to abuse the wicked. It's not that. Ask Dino when he said he was running for governorship. Saraki brought it to me. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows. How can you tell me such persons will be governor of the state? I've just ended that. He's watching. He knows. I don't know the word to use now, and so that was too harsh.
He's been a long-standing politician, Your Excellency.
What do you call?
He has also worked for the PDP, and groups are also voting for him in Kogi State.
What did he work?
He was close to you.
He wasn't close to me.
He
was not close to me. No, he was not close to me. Listen, you know, when Saraki brought him, and so he was.
Go ahead, Your Excellency.
I mean, Dino should do what to be governor of the Kogi, and people of Kogi will go and vote.
Senator Saraki brought him to you.
If Saraki is watching this, that he will laugh very well.
Yeah, he brought him to you.
Don't worry, I will not go to. Do you know what happened?
So at that time, you're operating suspense.
But at that time, he was following Saraki. So one day, when Atiku Abubakar came back from Dubai after the 2019 election, so it was in my house here. So they came in the night. Who did I see? I called my son. I said, what's going on? Have you abandoned the... Sorry. I think there are no characters I should talk about at all. Ask Senator Mao Ohabuwa when I was running for this presidential race. What did Dino tell me? Ask Senator Mao Ohabuwa. What was that? And you are telling me now that PDP wants to win the election, and what you will do is to give ticket to Dino Milaye, and you say that tomorrow that you were rigged when you have already started rigging yourself. I mean, if a party, and that's what I said, is this party serious at all? Do they really want to win the election, or they just want to present a candidate? Are we saying that we want to win an election, or we want to have a candidate? There are two things there. There are two things. As a party, you watch the ruling party. What did they do? Where have they picked their candidate? What's their strategy? What are we going to do? You don't just come because, Dino was the one abusing people on behalf of your party. Therefore, that entitles him to fly the flag of the party in Kogi State.
Are you alleging, Your Excellency, that plans are afoot to ensure that Senator Dino Milaye becomes the governorship candidate?
That's very obvious. It's very obvious. And that's why I don't talk. That's why when you talk about the leadership of the party should know. Do you love this party? If
my primary business is other people's businesses. if I open my can of worms and maggots on Wiki, but I'm waiting for him. His territory that he's trying to practice is my own primary constituency, and I'm waiting for him. He's a pretentious character, he's a liar, and he has no integrity, no iota of integrity. Wike was calling me when Atiku Abubakar was to announce his running mates. I have records and I've printed it out and I'm waiting for him. He called me 19 times in 2 hours, begging us to convince Atiku Abubakar to make him the vice presidential candidate. So when I see him lying on TV, because of the south of this country, because of southern Nigeria, the reason of moves to south, you that were lobbying us and begging us, promising us heaven and earth to convince Atiku Abubakar to make you vice presidential candidate, to the extent that he was at the airport. I have a video. He spent hours in the airport waiting for me to call him to say, Atiku, I picked you as he was at the airport here, waiting, calling me. He was calling me, my brother and friend, who is were in the Senate together, was also calling me that day. I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Abdul Ningi to speak with him. I gave the phone to Senator Zameri to speak with him. He was begging all of us, promising heaven and earth. Atiku should announce him. It was around 1 or so that I told him, Oga, nobody will give you vice president. That was when he left and then flew back to. So the man who was so desperate to be vice president, because you didn't get it, you now started a southern agenda. I don't believe in such unprincipled, zero integrity character like Mr. Wike. The man, Wike was the one who brought Ayu. Wike was the one who sponsored Ayu. And that was why Wike made all the governors to endorse Ayu. That's why there was no election in the national chairman's office during the convention. Ayu was unopposed. Now you are saying Ayu must go, you want to go to the south. Maybe because of the alcohol he took. Maybe he thought Ayu is from Abia State when he was supporting him. Because Ayu is from the north. You are the one that brought Ayu. When did you now realize that Ayu is a northerner? But he was doing that time to satisfy his own selfish ambition of becoming the presidential candidate from the south. So he doesn't want the chairmanship at that time to go to the south so that it will not affect his ambition of becoming president from the south. So he pushed the chairmanship to the north and thinking he will be able to bribe Ayu to produce him as the presidential candidate. When Ayu refused to do the wrong thing, then Ayu became an enemy. Is it not the same Wike that removed his brother, his mentor, Prince Uche Secondus, as the national chairman of the party? If you love the South so much, why did you remove a Southerner to bring a Northerner? Today you are saying chairmanship must go to the South. Was the chairmanship not in the South? Was it not you, Wike, who went to court, who did everything, expelled him from his ward? So a character who is not stable like that, who is influenced by alcohol and other things I don't know, should not be getting serious.
So my last is in here because in 2 days' time, I mean, all of this are going to come to pass, and people are going to go back to their reset mode again, back to the factory setting, where they will begin to say, what is all this? This country is too hard. Our leaders are so heartless. We campaign, no. We voted for them. Oh. We say, God, come and fight for us. So, factory setting of a slavery. I mean, it's actually slavery with mental problem now. Doing same thing again and again and expecting a different results. My time is up. I mean, but I should still tell you, Kolu Tiwa in Saudi, or Kolu de Saudi Arabia right now. There is a summit they said they are doing in Saudi Arabia. And that summit is Saudi Arabia African Summit, whatever it's called. But every time where I see Kolu, when they box and put him inside plane and then they take him out of Nigeria. Surely New York, that bill where came from, that bill from the hotels in New York, it always give me PTSD. When he went to France, we were told that that one wasn't too much money we then spend. Now around the 500,000 euro. You see that of a United Nations, almost $1 million they spent to $420,000. Dori Olosho call that cannot, even if you're actually pumping with all the I'm not sure anyway. I don't go that side. But the way you see him, they go need other supporting, because they go need other supporting system for somebody to actually have to fuck with $420,000 in just a few days. Even though they told Nigerians that they were going to New York to go and meet Microsoft founder, Apple founder, and all of this, and Elon Musk, you know, they said they wanted to go and meet the General Motor chairman in America, only for them to go and spend $420,000 on Olosho. I want Olosho, Jamaica. Now, I'm not going to say they are going to feed them with the same, kind of supply them with what do you call it, Arabian prostitutes as well. I'm not going to say that, but PTSD, when I remember person they spend 1 million naira on, with zero return. You know, since they go to, they return from that United Nation. You have been jumping from one poverty to another, one mystery to another, and a lot of you have turned to more prayer warriors. So when they go out like that, I just hope we'll get to know that they are not spending another $1 million on alcohol, drugs, and women, hotels. That's what they did in New York. Okay? And since they came back, Shishi, Shingbai, has not been invested in Nigeria. Not $1, not $10, not $0. Well, $0 invested. Now they don't go Saudi Arabia now. Look when they watch them, because they said that the 2.17 trillion naira supplementary budget that Ifnumbu signed, they say it is not out of insensitivity. The money is to address some pressing issues, pressing national issue. That's what they are spending 2.17 trillion naira on. Pressing national issue, like presidential yansh. Abi? And then presidential, what else again? Pressing issue. So here is Kalu in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Just for the optic. It's for nothing.
Have to go. Back.
So that is where your forex goes, with zero investment or zero return. Unfortunately, but you know, it's not something that we can start pitying you for today, other than just to keep reminding you, okay? Enabling your criminals have their own consequences. It's called choice. Some say elections have consequences, but nobody voted for this guy. He didn't win any elections, okay? But nevertheless, when you have people who are actually like standing up to continue to push them on, even if they are victims of their criminal adventure, right? We need to keep reminding ourselves. Look at that. That is where everything goes. You can continue to pray for Nigeria. Sure you get. I'll stop there. I'm going to go make myself another fresh cup of tea. Then I'll open the line. So everybody asking that, Mayegu, please, display your number. It's on your screen, even though it keeps scrolling. Okay, it's not staying. It's the one at the bottom, right? That one at the bottom, you will see the number right there on your screen. You can even screenshot it and just type it down before it escapes, right? Or you can even type it in the comment and copy it later and use it. But when I get back, I will take calls. Now, to everybody who might want to leave after this, right? Please like the broadcast before you go, okay? And when I get back, I will take calls and we can hear other people's views too going forward. Don't go anywhere. Thank you very much, everyone, especially those who actually listen to me. We are over 2,000 on YouTube, even after the break, and we've only had just about 700 of us who have actually paid their offering. Come on, I mean, I don't know. Like, how could you have 3,000, 4,000 people who are like organically joining to watch, right? And then you would have to remind everyone, like, come on, before you could get 1,500 of us to actually do that. So majority of you are just watching. Maybe you probably don't really like this. Anyway, the line is quite opened now, okay? And usually it is the WhatsApp call generally, okay? And if you feel like you could call directly too, just don't forget the prefix. I mean, it's called, isn't it? +44 before the number. So let's check. All right. So I'm so sorry that I left you in the I left you hanging in the air there. Somebody who actually just called in, but I'm sorry. Okay, you can try back in, right? But I have a caller already.
Baba.
How are you?
I'm fine. It's Austin.
Oh, it's Austin. Oh yeah, I thought it's Ahmed. You have the similar. You have similar. Okay, don't worry. How are you tonight, Austin? By the way.
I'm fine. I'm really lucky to just call you once and the hookup.
You are. I mean, there is this person who has been there, and I actually thought I picked the call until he just dropped when I was ready. But yeah, that's you now. So, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm pretty fine.
Great.
You know, I think I was the second to the last caller here last night when I told you about Nigeria. Yes. Yeah, when I told you about Nigerians, and I told you Nigerians are not really serious. We are, well, all of us, we are not really serious with the whole issue, with the whole saga of Nigeria. So all we think is that we lament, we blame, and then the impunities keep on going on daily basis.
We are not angry. No.
Anyone?
I think I said something similar.
No. No. We are not angry, and we can never be angry enough. We can never be angry enough. Mark my word. Mark my word. There will be never any revolution in Nigeria. There will be never. The reason why there will be no,
it will never be.
Yeah. No, it will never be. It will never be. The reason why it will never be is because there is this too much. There is this. Yeah. There is this too much of this ethnic. How do you call it? How do you say this? It's really
it's like you are
run out of my mind now.
Austin, maybe you need a minute.
No, don't worry, I'm hearing you. That's it's like this
you're talking about the ethnic division, which has part of
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Ethnic division. Ethnic division. This ethnic, yeah. It will never, because after the conversation last night, you know, I was also today trying to talk to a lot of guys that I know, and their reason is quite different. Honestly, everybody said, we all know that Nigeria have gone. Everybody say that. We all know. Even I have someone that his brother is in government. He told me that his brother's wife said that Nigeria is gone, and that what everybody is doing is to grab his own part. So everybody knows that. Not that they don't know. They know it. So they are only waiting for the day, maybe miraculously it will happen, that we say, okay, let's go our separate ways. But to say there will be a revolution, who is going to do it? Who? Nobody will do it.
Maybe it won't be called revolution. Maybe we are also used to that word revolutions that we probably are not prepared for something else. Maybe it's not going to be a revolution. It's going to just be like
my good, do you know Showore was talking about all these things. We took him for granted. Nigeria mesmerized him. Nigeria attacked him. Nigeria seized his passport, blocked him in many ways. A lot of Nigerians are saying he deserved it. He's supposed to be killed. Why is it he was supporting Tinubu? Yeah.
So asking that Nnamdi Kanu should be killed too.
Exactly. Nnamdi Kanu came on board. Nnamdi Kanu came on board. We said, yeah, he's stupid. He's doing this. He's bringing problem. He's supposed to be killed. Now, Nnamdi Kanu left. Then Nigerian youth said, okay, let's fight for our rights. NSAS, do the right thing. They killed them. And nobody talks about it. Nothing. So the shite, anyone that rise up, they kill them. Now look at what is happening in the East. They are killing innocent people, tagging them up, ESN, and nobody talks about it.
Even when
nobody talks about it.
IPOB is not a terrorist organization.
It's not a terrorist organization. Yeah.
They still continue to use the rhetoric of why they are killing young people in the
East. Exactly. So then tell me, who is going to revolt? Who? The only thing our people are doing, do you know that Hope Uzodinma capitalized on this issue and said, we are going to send 4,000 Imolites outside of Nigeria. They are going to work. So they are clapping for him. Everybody are clapping because the stage Nigeria is now, everybody wants to leave Nigeria. So he used that and said, we will send 4,000 out. And you will be shocked. Forget about rigging. You will be shocked that Imo people will vote for Uzodinma. I am telling you honestly. Mark my word. Hope Uzodinma will win. He will win. Really, he will win. I am not a supporter of him. I don't support him. I don't even support one Nigeria. What I want, what I desire, is for everyone to go to your tents. Everyone. But in the way Nigeria is, if you're fighting for Nigeria, you are wasting your time. You can never fight for Nigeria. You can never. Look at your comments. Look at your comment section. The same people, you are living better than them. Forget about the mess we are in Nigeria now. Majority of us are outside. We are more better than Nigeria, the ones in Nigeria, because it affects them directly. Our own is indirectly.
No, this
but they will be
what they actually pray for in Nigeria. Things we take for granted here. What in Nigeria, they believe that you have to have so much money, right? But when you get when you live around, when you live in this part of the world, you realize that you don't actually need a lot of money. You just need to have something doing to have a standard and better life, right? Now you no longer pray. You no longer have prayer point about some certain things anymore because they are there. You don't pray for them; they are already there. So that makes our life better than anybody living in Nigeria, whether you are rich or poor. There is no debate about it. But trust Nigerians. They will tell you. They will tell you about those who are washing plates. They will tell you those who are washing bodies. They will tell you those who are cleaning yash, forgetting the fact that ordinary cleaner lives a better life than these bankers in Nigeria. If you remove corruption, by the way. Well, I get what you mean. They would argue.
They will never. They will never. If you try to educate them and say this is your right, this is what you're supposed to do, they will tell you no. Why are you telling this? These guys, I know they are human beings also. Even when they will put you there, you will also do the same. Even you that is talking, are you a saint?
Now that would vex me. They will project their what do you call their corrupt way of life on you. They will say, my brother, see, let us be honest, Jerry. If not you, you know, go even steal money. Now, when you say no, why should I steal public money? My friend, as everybody they talk, Jerry. So because they will do it. They will do exactly what you are complaining about there. Yeah, they will do it if they have the chance. And they expect you to do same. And they are surprised that you're saying you won't.
I have had this interactions with a lot of people. Their mindset are stinkingly corrupt. Really, really corrupt. You can never, no matter what, they have this Stockholm syndrome that within 2 months they have already forgotten all the whole thing that is done. There is one Facebook group I am into. When we have conversation, you will see people are telling you Imo State is IPOB and then I'm the kind that are destroying Imo State, not Hope Uzodinma. It's an allegation that they are giving to Hope Uzodinma. Hope Uzodinma is a good man. And I said, what? A 419er is a good man? How do you reason this way? How? It's like what you used to say. How do you expect good things to come out of the Tinubu's administration? How? How?
It'd be like armed robbers, right? It'd be like armed robbers. Somebody we know armed robbers, right? They are skilled people just to get his way. Okay. Then suddenly you are now saying that but you know one thing, we know that he's an armed robber. We know that to have his way, he will kill people. But he's a good man too. Remember, he pays school fees of those orphans that he killed their parents. He's paying their school fees now. Look at that woman that is a widow. He's paying allowance to that woman. So he's a good person.
Do you know how many? Do you know how many people he has helped? Do you know how many people he has helped?
We know he's a bad person. He's not bad. He's doing good as well. Let's think about his good, Baba. Honestly speaking,
that is what Dimitri, this APC candidate from Bayelsa is telling them. In 1 year, I will come. I will come back in 1 year and count how many people that have met millionaires.
Yes,
millionaires in 1 year and doing what?
Doing nothing.
How will they become millionaires in 1 year? So our people doesn't reason. So I have fight. I have argued. I tried. So what I do now, I just keep on looking at them because you can't change your mindset. Our mindset is so black that the government, we are the ones supporting
is that you'll be surprised that there are so many people that program like this, right? Platforms like this have helped. They may not have come out to say, you see, talking about changing people's minds and letting them know what is right from wrong. Of course, it may not really show much effect as you think, but you may not even have an idea. Even me and you are exchanging this right now. You'll be surprised how many people that will just sit there and be like, man, that's true. And that is you. You've changed them. One day we'll make up the number.
Hopefully.
So we'll stop talking. Thank you so much. But take another one.
Welcome.
Okay?
You're welcome.
You take it easy, sir.
You're welcome.
That is Austin. On the one hand, Austin is one of those who have become so disappointed that they don't expect that Nigerians will be able to fight back. Don't blame him. Please don't. Until it happens, there are those who believe that Nigeria will never fight back. But I believe that one day it's going to happen, and it's going to be soon. Whether you want it or not, these guys will push everybody to that state. Do I still have a caller there? Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening, my doctor.
Hey, is that the prince, the African Wahala?
Yes, sir. The one and only.
Baba, it's good to hear from you. African Wahala from Canada. Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Thank you for the great introduction, my brother. The previous caller, I just wanted to quickly disagree with you respectfully. Please. They are going to push us to the wall, my brother. We don't have a choice. At this point, me and you might not even be a part of those that will pick up arms and fight against these criminals. People are going to do it because once you push people against the wall, I know Nigerians have a thick skin. They will dig into that wall and keep on finding a safe space. But at some point, there will not be any other safe space and they will not have a choice but to fight back. Yes. And then secondly, I wanted to mention to anybody, in case you're on the Temple of Truth or you come across this video in the future and you're still one of those people that still believe